Hello everyone, my name's the Zero Man, and welcome to Countdown to Zero. This is a game series where we go along, look at games from either the past, the present, or, well, that's pretty much all they can come from, But we look at games, we label 3 things that I like about them, 3 things that I don't like about them, give or take how good or bad the game is, might add to either category, might subtract to either category, but it's just a basic premise. And at the end, just kind of give an overall score. So today we are looking at Faster Than Light, the Advanced Edition. So just open up the options menu. Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of things. It does have like colorblind mode, frame limiter, vertical sync, event choice. Like, there's a few things here that are useful. It's not a very taxing or demanding game. It is a 2D game. So, just going to dive in. Yeah. Anyway. Just some basic things about this game. It's kind of a 2D flight and fight type thing. As you can see here, we have all these different kinds of people just set on board, operating a ship. And each one of these sections operates different parts of it. Different ships have different sections. You can also get different types of crew member. The different crew members can do different things, etc., etc., etc. So going into one of the first of the 3 things I like, the combat. Now I can show you that here in a second depending on whether we hit something or whether we don't. Ah, we're going into a sun. Fantastic. Okay, now we could play this just going normal speed, or we could actually pause the game and just sit back, relax, kind of play it as a very turn-based strategy game almost. So, this game, oh, I wish this game, if more games would take after this one, where you don't have to do the action RPG stuff. You can choose to do the action RPG stuff. This game, you can do the action RPG stuff if you want, or you could do it really turn-basy. It doesn't really matter. Second thing I like about this game, the art style. I mean, it's 2D, it's pixely, but it's beautiful. It's a fairly beautiful art style. I just find it fantastic. Oh, I'm about to be... Ouch. And that is the enemy dead. But it has a very beautiful, very simplistic art style, but it gets the job done. Jump. Store distress. And the third thing I like about this game is it's got especially with the Advanced Edition, it's got a huge amount of events now, where you could, depending on crew, depending on experience, or tools or weapons on board, you can completely change how the game is played. Now, going into things I don't like so much about this game would probably be... for the amount of time you put into it, this game is a roguelike. So at any point you could just be outright killed, and, well, then you're kind of well and out of it. And if you get killed, you die, basically. So you can end up blowing a lot of time. You could put hours and hours and hours into one run and then just suddenly die, and all that progress kind of gets lost into the void. The second thing I don't like is that the final boss is, well, he's really kind of bullcrap. I understand it's supposed to be this overwhelming force and whatnot, but it's insanely difficult, to the point of being extremely unreasonable. But I understand, given roguelike, it makes sense in essence, but just a minor complaint on my part. Anyway, third thing that I don't... Interesting. Ah, okay. Third thing I don't like about this game too much is that there's some random events that there's no good way of doing it. There just isn't. Ouch. 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 I'm just getting hit repeatedly. But there's no good way of completing the mission. There's one where there's like giant alien spiders, and you either basically lose a crew member or they just outright kind of hate you if you don't help them. There's one where you can hand over a prisoner and the prisoner just tries killing all of your crew member, or you try and take him on board as just like a crew member and he ends up like killing most of your people anyway. And it doesn't happen all that often, but it's just one of those random events that kind of annoys me all in all. Is it a fun game? Yes, it's a very fun game. I've had fantastic amount of fun with it. Is it a perfect game? By no means. But all in all, I would say this game is probably an 8 out of 10. It's an incredibly amazing game that I've put tons and tons of hours into. We'll probably put tons and tons of more hours into, especially with the the Advanced Edition now out, which has tons of new content that was released for free. So I would suggest heavily buying this game, no matter what system you get it on, PC or iPad. So that was FTL. Hoping you guys go out, pick it up. Hope you guys come back for some more Countdown to Zero in the future. And until next time, stay beautiful.